Some Nigerians argue that the president has been focusing only on PDP members when he's fighting corruption. Let's see who is right and wrong here.
Selective fighting of corruption is not perfect.
Okay.
We can say, oh, it's not good morally, but selective fighting of corruption has its own benefit. He is in APC right now, and is facing its fight on PDP and other political parties members. That's okay. He is not going to be there forever. One day, the baton will have to change to the other parties. So when they take the baton too, let them face the APC people.
Okay.
Let them call them back. 10 years ago you did this. 20 years ago you did this. 5 years ago you did this. 2 years ago you did this. Nobody was fighting anybody against for any corruption.
Yes.
And once another party come in, they just congratulate the other party. They say, you have chopped your own. It's now our own time. No, these guys say, no, it's not my time. We need to do something about it. So if he's doing selective corruption fighting, I think I give him 70% mark. Because when the next party comes in, let them do selective too. So by the time they face APC, if they find Tinubu guilty, they find Fashola guilty, they find Oshomole guilty, they find my uncle guilty, then...
Who's your uncle again?
All of them, they are my uncle. All the politicians in Nigeria, everybody in Nigeria will know, if you do anything wrong, somebody is going to come to question it.
Okay. Do you mean that Buhari is the best president we have ever had in Nigeria?
In terms of fighting the corruption, facing the corruption, is the best. Because we have never had any president that said, let's fight corruption. I read an article, an interview that our long-time former president Azikiwe gave about corruption in his own time. He said in our own time, corruption was a baby. So it was a baby that was born then, they didn't fight it. After Azikiwe, Aguiyi came, he didn't fight corruption. Gowon came, he didn't fight corruption. Muritala was the one who tried to fight corruption, but then it didn't last long for us to know what his goal was. Obasanjo came in, he didn't fight corruption. Shagari came in, he didn't fight corruption. It was only when Buhari came in, he said, we have to fight corruption. But he didn't do it well too, as a soldier, and he didn't fight it well.
Okay.
But he was the one who said, let's fight corruption. So they kick him out. Babangida came, he didn't fight no corruption. Now, we come back to democracy. Nobody ever said, let's fight corruption. Only these guys say, let's fight this corruption. And only a fool will say, will not know, or say, or try to even give the idea that corruption is not our major problem. The 100% of our problem in Nigeria, why things are not moving anywhere, whether forward or whatever, is corruption. If we cannot remove that corruption, there is nothing we can do.
And we also have a counter-argument in this debate. So listen to what Austin said about President Buhari.
For me, I would totally disagree with that. If we're talking about presidents who have really done well in terms of fighting corruption in Nigeria, Buhari is even the worst once counting list. Because you know why? If we say let's talk about it, we'll ask ourselves, what is corruption? People think money laundering. That's the only thing a lot of Nigerians know as corruption. Money laundering is the least of corruption. Any president that has no respect for the rule of law, avoidance of the rule of law, that's the highest form of corruption. People, do you think they don't see money laundering in other parts of the world? Even the country where you stay, politicians take money, they steal. But you must allow this law to take its course. Because the only thing that brings a nation together is the law of the land. You understand? Because Nigeria is a people, Nigeria is a nation of different tribes, different religion, different race. What brought us together is the law of the land, which is our constitution. But when any president can be able to abuse that, that's the highest form of corruption. For the first of its kind in the history of Nigeria, where even journalists, even people who protest can be easily put behind bars without nothing even going wrong. That's an abuse. Where you can easily infringe on people's rights. Nothing happens. Even when so many court injunctions have been violated, and people do come and tell me that such a president is fighting corruption. No, it's not fighting corruption. The president is only interested in his own agenda, and we know what the plan of the president is.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So when talking about corruption, you can't just talk about how do you say you are fighting corruption? Somebody says, show me your friends, and I will tell you who you are. Do you know there's a lot of petition against the present APC chairman, Oshomole? It's from our state. A lot. Somebody has written to EFCC so many uncountable times. Nothing has been done. And you tell me the president is fighting corruption. How come Akpabio that was persecuted some months ago, when he switched over to APC, he became Saint Akpabio? What corruption is he fighting? Or is he the governor from the north that was caught on camera collecting money from the contractor, the bribe? And the same governor, less than a week, he probably went and raised the governor's hand. When he was asked on a live interview, he was asking that he did not know the camera that was used for what. And somebody do come out and tell me such a person is fighting corruption when the people that around him are all corrupt people who have looted their states, looted looted the nation. And somebody tell me this president is fighting corruption. It's not fighting anything. Buhari has never been a sincere man from the beginning. So many people just say once he comes, he has been a fractional man. In 1983, when he came also as the president, what did he do? The likes of Abu Sali, who did well in the South, who did not have anything, they were jailed. Abu Sali died in the hands of this man. And dear people, the challenge I have with Nigerians is that we don't really look back at where we are coming from. We don't have, and people don't really look back at history. When this man came first, in the first time, what did he do that Nigerians will say, yeah, this is the reason why we voted him?
After watching this debate, what do you think?